You're not getting any trophies out there. You're not getting on the wall. 2K barely acknowledges you, so don't put so much weight on your win percentage. Get out there and have fun. I want to get player development going within our community. Build up some more players from the ground up. Part of development, I want to stress this to you guys, because a lot of people think that they could just come on out here as if they shouldn't have to put in any type of work or grind and then play with somebody with a higher win percentage or a higher rep level. That shouldn't be the case either. There is a level of investment that you need to partake in first and foremost to build up your player in order to compete. Now, after you showed your dedication to kind of build up your player, you showed your investment into player development, then you should say, well, now I'm prepared to kind of get out there with the competition, play with and against higher level competition. Please follow me on Twitter at AllCityLiveTV. We send out notifications for every single video upload and live stream. We talk about badges, builds, and everything related to NBA 2K. So come join us. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's AllCityLiveTV, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about win percentage and whether or not win percentage matters in NBA 2K20, especially after patch 12, especially after NBA 2K20 receiving such a huge amount of patches in such a short amount of time. Does your win percentage matter in a game that's almost irrelevant to the real thing? A game that is not really the full makeup of a full basketball game, a game that wasn't really invested in by the developers. So does your win percentage matter in NBA 2K20? If I was to profile win percentages, if I was to profile a player based on their win percentage, consider mine for a second. I have an 80 plus win percentage in the rec center and I have a 75 win percentage in the park. This means that I win about 8 out of 10 games in the rec center and I win about 7 to 8 games out of 10 games in the park. So I want to take that factor into consideration when you're trying to profile somebody. And the reason why I'm mentioning profiling is because a lot of people like to say, hey, well, I got this type of win percentage, and they feel like as if they're much better than you if you have a lower win percentage out there, whatever your win percentage is. And I want to say that a lot of people out there, I'm in Elite 2, so close to Elite 3. I would love for you guys to come out when we hit Elite 3. We're going to be hitting it sometime within the next week or so. And we're going to pick up a bunch of mascots. And we're going to do that all on live stream. So I would love for you guys to come out. But I want to say, whenever we pull up, now I want to label myself a GOAT out there. I want to label myself one of the best players out there. I'm a player and I just enjoy playing the game. And the reason why I'm saying this is because whenever we come to the spot, you can have countless amounts of people coming on trying to gain a spot, trying to get on the squad spot and play a game. And then when we get into the vicinity, you just walk into the area, everybody disperse. So what does this say when you're trying to profile players out there? Are they looking for lighter competition? So they think that the win percentage says that they're a good player, but yet refuse to play against good players. And that's not, there's no integrity in that. It seems like a lot of people in the 2K20 or the 2K community, they don't have any shame. They will disperse from the area. They will straight hop off of their court. And I grew up in a different generation where I played basketball daily all over New York City, ran in multiple tournaments. Sometimes I would have 3 games in one day in different areas of the city. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there was a certain level of integrity that you withheld, and especially we had our own courts in the projects we grew up in. It was our court and nobody would come and take us and remove us from our court. They may win a game, but that doesn't mean they're removing us from our court. And it seems to be that in this generation and within the 2K20 or the 2K community, a lot of people will just hop off and give up their court. And I'm like, what is this? Like, this is all totally new to me. I'm not used to people conducting themselves in this way. Just straight give up your court, and we're here like bullies, like, yeah, get off the court and get out of here. And it's like, it's so odd to me because that used to never be the case. That's not how we grew up. That's not how we played basketball. And that was part of the fun in basketball, is that you was able, especially in 2K, because I've been playing this game for a lot of years now. So it used to be, we would have to take your court from you by getting that W. And if you spun the block, you spun the block and try to get your court back. And that was part of the fun challenge in NBA 2K. But nowadays, it's like these boys out here will straight hop off the court and disperse the area, mess around and go to a whole new park like they want no type of smoke. And like, man, it's just unfortunate that it is that way, because your rep level and your win percentage should not determine the type of player you are. And we got too many people out here faking it until they make it. So they want to fake it all the way until they get to a higher rep level so they can look like they made it there properly. But then they come to find out that when you make it to that high rep level, you got a target on your back, because there are some people out there that would love to play against a higher rep level. And now, being that you've only played lighter competition to get you to that higher rep level, now you look like a fool going up against higher competition out there, because you spent a good majority of your time planning and calculating the type of games that you're playing out there, instead of getting on the court and learning something at the lower rep levels so you don't look like a fool when you're out there with a higher rep losing to come-ups. You didn't want to learn, you didn't put in the investment, so now you look like a fool with a higher rep level getting dropped off out there. And this is happening all too often. And I'm trying to get you guys to kind of see rep in your rep level and your win percentage, especially this year, shouldn't even matter to you guys. Develop your game, try out new players. I want to mention also that I've noticed that, let's say I run the center position, and then I make a new build and I go into the point guard position. Some of the skills that I've learned from my center position carry over into my point guard position, which is why I get a lot of boards with my point guard, putting myself in the right position because I got enough speed to get there before the center does. And learning where the ball is going to drop off of the when it goes up, learning where it's gonna bounce off the rim, and it's trying to get there beforehand. But anyway, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because there's so much to explore in NBA 2K20. The game could be fun, if we didn't have these factors of people only wanting to play with others with a higher win percentage. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's some real casual gamers out there that will straight sell you. We're not trying to say just hop on the court with people who would sell you. What I'm trying to say is, if you find someone who has a potential to develop their game, and part of development, I want to stress this to you guys, because a lot of people think that they could just come on out here as if they shouldn't have to put in any type of work or grind and then play with somebody with a higher win percentage or a higher rep level. That shouldn't be the case either. There is a level of investment that you need to partake in first and foremost to build up your player in order to compete. Now, after you showed your dedication to kind of build up your player, you showed your investment into player development, then you should say, well, now I'm prepared to kind of get out there with the competition, play with and against higher level competition. I'm going to give you guys an example. When 2K16 dropped, I didn't get my player to 99 initially. I tried to bring him out right to the park, and I don't know if you guys remember 2K16 back in the day, but I tried to bring him right out to the park, and I got dropped off for a couple hours straight. And all right, I know what I need to do. I need to go back, get my player to 99, and then come back out to the park. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't come back out to the park after that one day. I got my player to 99, and then I said, hey, I'm ready for the competition now. Let me bring myself, my player that's ready. Let me bring him out and face this competition, and then learn all I need to learn from there. Because what I mean to say is if you're not making the investment, don't expect to play with higher levels or play at higher levels of competition if your player's not ready. And this goes with any type of sport, anything that you want to do out there. You want to make sure that you're well prepared to take on higher levels of competition. So that's one factor that I want to mention, because I don't want people to just think that I'm saying play with anybody out there. It doesn't matter, because it does matter from a certain perspective. It matters in the sense that make sure that your player is capable. If he's not capable, then there's no point in being out there. Make him capable, and then you can start running with higher levels of competition. Then you can start being concerned with player development, IQ development, defensive awareness, offensive spacing, things like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like although win percentage, I would say, does not matter, and your rep level does not matter as well, because we play with a lot of players with a lower win percentage and a lower rep level that play absolutely amazing. And I think teammate chemistry is a huge factor. I like growing with people. If you want to learn out there, let's say you out there, you want to learn, you want to get out there and get your opportunity to run. We're gonna be doing this as soon as I hit Elite 3 and get those mascots. I wanna get player development going within our community, build up some more players from the ground up, and let them at least get to my level or supersede my level. Because I don't consider myself a GOAT out there. In fact, it's quite the opposite. A little lamb. I've been a little lamb probably in 2K20's entirety. I'm learning as each and every day goes by. I find myself learning something new and how to adjust it. The reason why that is also is because 2K20 is ever so changing. There's always something. I feel like the sliders are up and down, up and down. So how could you be a GOAT on there when there's just constant moments of adjustment? And this should be opportunity for you guys out there who are trying to come up and trying to understand. If you see a game that's ever so changing and trying to make the platform, like make a even playing field for everyone, then that's your opportunity to grow, not run and disperse from higher levels of competition, but actually grow and become better, become dominant, because it's changing for everyone. So if you could find yourself and say, hey, maybe I'll keep an eye out for these changes, because this might be my path in with the right type of player build. Keep that in mind for a half a second. Well, guys, this is what I got on win percentage. I feel like I wanted to kind of give my take on win percentage, because I feel like it does and it doesn't matter at the same time, but it's based on your type of player. Please don't forget about the fun factor. While you're out there running, you can hop on a video game. My first thought about hopping on a video game is enjoyment, trying to enjoy myself, and especially with, you know, everything that's going on within our countries out here, and you got these quarantine times. People are seeking out enjoyment more than ever in a community type of base game. Enjoyment with their friends. So if you're out there hopping on the game to enjoy yourself, don't spend your time running from court to court and seeking out the easiest competition, because that is not fun. Reframe your thought. At least try to reframe your thought process to a longer term. Like, I know a lot of people in this generation, they have like a short attention span, or you know, they want everything needs to happen quick. You know what I'm saying? So if you could kind of reframe your thought process and say, well, this is a practice year. 2K20 is a straight practice year. Let me learn all I can learn so I could kind of get these mechanics down. And I promise you, you get the mechanics down, by next year, those mechanics you could take those with you. And understand also that 2K limits you're not getting any trophies out there. 2K isn't handing out any trophies. You're not getting on the wall if you haven't hit legend already. So If you're not getting as many incentives, if you're not getting any trophies, there's no IRL stuff that you'll receive in the mail from 2K. 2K barely acknowledges you. So don't put so much weight on your win percentage and playing against a certain level of competition. Get out there and have fun. Get out there and expand your basketball IQ, expand your defensive awareness, expand your player development. Stop limiting yourself to lower levels of competition, because all that's going to do is cause you to rep up higher and look like a goofball when you're getting dropped off by lower reps and lower competition. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.